everybody, this is Bobby with bobbystamps.blogspot.com, and I'm going to show you how I made this cute card today. I'm going to kind of get up close so you can see we're actually going to do all of our stamping on our second layer. We're going to use some of the designer series paper, some baker's twine, and some of the new enamel dots, metallic enamel shapes actually, and then that's just our cute little sentiment that says hoping your day goes swimmingly. Super cute, super quick, and it goes together really quick. So we'll go over really quickly what we're going to be using. So the stamp set that we're going to use is Seaside Shore, and it's got just a vast amount of water, fish, seaweed, anchors, shells, ropes, bubbles. I mean, it's just got everything. So this would make a great scrapbook page too. If everybody's going on vacation this time of year, going to the beach. We love to go to Destin, Florida, and you know, all your pictures when you come back, that would just be amazing to do a scrapbook page. And I actually might try to get one done and post it here in the next couple of days, since I am actually playing with the stamp set. So the designer series paper that we're gonna use is by the Shore, and it coordinates really well with that stamp set, and it's double-sided, as you can see. I kind of went over this on my when I got my shipment in, my stamps that I ordered. Isn't that beautiful? Just so many pretty pieces of paper in here. But this is the two that we're going to use. We're going to use the striped one and then the fish. So that's the paper we're going to use, and I have it right here. Just cut out little pieces. You're just going to need a really small piece of Whisper White, and this is for the sentiment. We're using Calypso Coral for our second layer. That's cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then our base is Mint Macaron, and this is just our standard A2 size card, and it's cut at 5 1/2 and scored at, or cut at 4 1/2 and scored at 4 1/2. I think I totally said that backwards. But anyway, we will also use the Calypso Coral Thick Baker's Twine. The two ink pads we're using are Mint Macaron Calypso Coral. I'm going to use one of the little finger daubers to sponge around the sentiment. And this is the metallic enamel shapes. So you get 2 sheets in there, and you get gold and silver. And I used just one of the little silver dots there. I'm not sure how many total you get. 100. So that's quite a bit. We're going to use the Lots of Labels framelit for our sentiment, and this is the one from that we're going to use. And then we're going to use the Banners framelits, and these are the two that we're going to use for our designer series paper. So I've got my big shot here, and we'll just go ahead and bring this in and get everything just cut right away and get that out of the way. Make sure you guys can see. So the first thing I'm going to cut is my Whisper White, and this is for our sentiment. So, and it doesn't matter that we don't have it stamped yet, because we can stamp it. It's pretty easy to stamp. I need to move the card out of the way. I'm going to run into it. Let me move it back a little bit. I'm not sure which angle's the best angle for you. So there's our Whisper White piece for our sentiment. We'll just lay that to the side. The next 2 pieces that we're going to cut out, we're going to use the biggest banner, and that is this one, and we're just going to lay it on there. Put our other plate on top. If I had these cut down smaller, the paper, which I didn't, But if you cut those down smaller, I could have ran both pieces of paper through at once. You know, I could have laid one here like this and the other one over there, but I didn't. I didn't plan ahead well for that one. So I'll just lay both of these on there like that. And if it looks like I'm holding my handle funny, it's because the cord to the camera is to the right of me. And it is very, very touchy. If you bump it ever so lightly, it's going to come unplugged. So that's why I'm trying to be so safe with that. So the next thing we're going to do, I like to use my piercing mat. And I use this only for stamping. I don't do any piercing on it or anything like that to produce holes in it. You can see I've inked it up, forgetting to cover, you know, a scrap sheet over it or whatever, but it's all good. So we're going to try not to go off when we stamp, but I am going to just put a little piece of protected grid paper, and we're just going to stamp Mint Macaron, or Calypso Coral, right on Calypso Coral. And the reason that I cut out my sentiment piece first is because I'm going to kind of lay it where I'm going to put it, because as you can see in my card, my sample card that I designed, I kind of, didn't really get a good view of the fish. So I just want to make sure that I have everything laid out so we can kind of place the fish in a little bit better position to be seen. I mean, it's still cute. I like the way it turned out, but I just really wish the fish were a little bit more prominent. So what I did was, I pretty much used almost every stamp in the set, to be honest with you. I'm just going to lay this out here. There's 3 different fish. There's this one, and then these 2. And I'll give you a closer view of them here in just a minute. So I'm going to try to get each one of them where we can get a good view. And on my original one, I stamped each one of them, I think, twice. We may not do that this time, just because we're trying to get all of them in where you can see them really well. So that's a good one for that one. And I'm just going to stamp each one of them once for right now, just to make sure that everybody has a place on the card. And this one's kind of going in the opposite direction, so I think I might just do him like right there, and then just pull up. And then this big guy, I'm not sure where we'll put him, because he's not going to fit there. And if we put him over here, our banner's gonna kind of hide him, and our banner's kind of cutting into that guy. But you know what? We're just gonna put him on here. We'll just put him, and I know he's gonna be covered up, but we know he's there. So we'll put that there. Let's see if we move that up. Nope, we're still not gonna get him. I still think I'm gonna just go ahead and do him like right there, and we'll just get a small little inkling of him. We'll cut him off just a little bit, but we still know he's there, right? And I think that's all I'm gonna do, because on the other one, it just kind of was too much. I really wanted to fit the bubbles in. This right here is the bubbles. So I'm just going to go around and put those on wherever. I'm just going to remove this now, since we kind of have our fish pretty much where we want everybody. And you just go around randomly placing our bubbles so we have a full page. I'm going to kind of put one more right there. Call that it for the bubbles. And then I put, I used the shell, the little shell, and just kind of went around and randomly placed these guys. A couple of them I kind of stamped off on. And like I said, a couple of them, you know, will be covered up inevitably with the sentiments. But it's okay. I'll put one there. And then the last one that I used was like the little star. I don't know if that's a little star or a little shell. But we'll just place those in different random spots as well. And I think that's good. We might do one more like right there. Okay, and that is it for the stamping, other than us stamping our sentiment. How stinking quick and cute is that to put that card together? So we'll just move this and we'll go ahead and get the mat out of our way. We'll go ahead and, oh, we need our mat to stamp our sentiment. So we can just go ahead and get that out of the way as well. Grab our block here. We're going to ink it up in the mint macaron. Make sure you guys can see. And then we'll just stamp it. I love that writing, that font. It's so cute. And then we'll just dip our little finger dauber sponge and lightly go around and do the edges of our banner. And you can do this as heavy or as light as you choose. And you guys know me, if you've watched my videos enough, you know that I like that look, so I kind of tend to be on the heavy side with that. Let's get our stamps out of the way and we can start assembling our card. So we will just bring in our snail. And flip that over. Lay it down on our card base. Grab some dimensionals. And we're going to pop up the big banner. And then we're going to also put some on the small banner. And we'll go ahead and attach the small banner right now to the big banner. If I can peel the backing off, we will. And then we'll just line that up, center it, and then we're going to grab the baker's twine and our tape. If I can hold on to it. And then we're just going to tape it to the back. Try not to cover up your dimensionals if you can help it, like so. I'm just going to hold that piece with my hand, and then I just kind of X'd it like so. Grab my scissors. And then bring that piece around to the back. And we're going to need just another little piece of tape to secure this piece down. And just put your tape there. Make sure it's not showing through on the other side. Like so. We'll grab our metallic enamels. And again, just grab one of the little circles off. And I just chose to put it right in the middle where the X crossed over. Pop off your dimensionals on the back. And then we're just going to place it, just bring it in just a slight bit. Dimensional stuck to my finger. And then we're also going to pop up the sentiment on dimensionals as well. These things do not want to work with me tonight. They're just sticking to my fingers. I've got sticky fingers. And then we're just going to kind of like place that right there. And there you go, guys. Cute little card, quick and easy. You can visit my blog. I'll have all the ordering details, the supply list that I use to make the card, and you can shop 24/7 on my online store. It's bobbystamps.stampinup.net, and my blog is bobbystamps.blogspot.com. If you don't currently have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. Just send me an email. I'm pretty quick to respond to anybody that sends me emails. I do online classes. I love to post videos, and I'm going to have a great giveaway on Monday, so make sure that you visit my blog, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.